down, kids. Come on down. Let's go. Come on down. What day is it? It's Friday? It's Friday. It's about 12:30 on a Friday where I am. Where are you at? Who's here? You guys ready to get out of your heads? Get less worked up? Cool your shit a little bit, you know? It's crazy out there. Totally understandable. Jersey, North Jersey. Not to be confused with South Jersey. Vegas. I had someone from Vegas hit me up. They were at Better Buzz this morning. And she's like, hey, you're the TikTok guy. And I was like, yeah, I'm the TikTok guy. And I was like, that's fun. I was like, it's so weird. I get a lot of people in the area that are like, hey, you're the TikTok guy. I was like, I think they geolocate. And she's like, no, I'm from Vegas. And I was like, what? Oh, never to be confused with South Jersey. Fair. I need to learn more about New Jersey. I had a old employee at my old business who was from Jersey. He was funny as shit. We called him Chips because he just always ate chips. He loved it. He just loved it. He just always had a bag of chips. And he was hilarious. Anyway, Vegas. You have another friend in Vegas that watches this channel, apparently. I don't remember her name though. I'm sorry. Ooh, forgot I put some tea on. All right, who's in their head? Who wants to chill out a little bit? I had an emotional alchemy session. It was supposed to be at 12:15, but didn't show. A no-show, which is rare. So I figured I'd jump on live with you guys. Please guide me. Could use some clearing. All right. What is it about us? Why do we get so in our heads? Right? Why can't we just enjoy the magic of the moment that we're in? Because, and if you're not familiar with the concept, like getting out of your head, so you're all worked up into some memory, yeah, trauma. Exactly, that'll do it. And trauma is effectively a memory in your nervous system, something that gets shoved down into the blessing and the light of the most radiant one always. Who's the most radiant one? There's a most radiant? How do you have the most radiant? I mean, what's the point of being the most radiant? If there wasn't the darkest, then the most radiant wouldn't even be radiant. You know? Why not bless the most darkest? What's up, Becky Joy, Queen of the Roses? Really socially reserved today. Okay. Well, we're gonna work into the feeling. So we got trauma, right? Thank you. I still got the mullet. It's just a little shorter today. It just got cut. She did a little too short. I was like, I want the full party in the back. She got a little carried away though. So, you know, working with it. It's all good. So we get all worked up into our head, right? Based on memories. Based on maybe a trauma. Traumas are things that are stuck in our nervous system, are all jammed up in the nervous system. I don't think the light transforms darkness. You cannot have light without darkness. Anytime you perceive of this is good and this is bad and this is light and this is darkness, and I know that's a little hard to deal with on this human plane, then you invalidate the whole. And the whole is the one or God or the whole fucking thing. And then you say this part of God is bad and this part of God is good, when really it's just your point of perception and how you view it, how you interpret it. The whole thing is there. So we got these traumas and shit, right? Old memories from the past, feelings in our bodies. which then work us up going into the future. We have fear of, oh, I'm going to have something painful, because we have this thing called neuron bonding. It's a learning event in our bodies. A context reminds us of fear of past pain, so moving into a similar context in the future, thank you for the bunny, causes us pain in our bodies. And what is that pain but your nervous system triggering? It gets you all worked up, gets your anxiety, you're feeling it. This is time of Christ consciousness. Now, I'm okay with that, you want to act like Christ did, definitely go meditate in the desert, heal some people with your hands. Don't be a dick, it's important. But what is Christ consciousness but your own perception, your own egoic perception of a feeling? And here you are in human school, or here on earth school, doing human shit, having feelings. So we're going to just work on the feelings, right? Because that's all you can understand from your egoic perspective of being in a meat suit, because we're stuck here, right? You think you can go transform into a beam of light, which is stupid, honestly, because you're just going to get really sweaty. Like, if you were actually going to transform into photons of beam of light, like, your skin is going to burn off your bones. It's going to be stinky. You ever smell burnt hair? It's like a lot of burnt hair, burnt meat smell. It's going to be horrible. Can't get the thought out of my head of you in church on mushrooms. Oh, I'm so stoked. I'm stoked. It's Easter Sunday. I'm going to church on mushrooms. I'm so excited. Oh, it's going to be great. Okay, so we got all these memories, right, from the past, making us think something in the future is going to happen. Or we might say, I need to be Christ consciousness, and then it's like, but I don't feel like it. You're getting out of your center, right? You're all worked up over here. You're all depressed over there, stuff like that. So here's the key. There it is. So take a little moment to find your beauty. To get out of all of those concepts. To get out of all those demands of the way it must be, whether it be in a memory or whether it be in the future. And to realize that you're only right here, right now in this moment. Nothing in the future exists. You cannot ever attain the future. You will only ever be in your moment. It is not possible for you to be in the future because all you have is right here. And all of your anxiety comes from thinking yourself into the future. And it can be triggered from past experiences of how you feel because of just simple things like neuron bonding and stuff. So let's get back into earth school, have a human experience, not worrying about all the beam of light and crystals up the ass and things like that, and take a fucking breath. Because when you take that breath, it centers you into the center. When you take that breath and you focus on that, you're not worked up into the future, which allows your nervous system to calm down, which allows you to create a little bit different neural reception within your body and your mind, which allows you to come out of high alpha, which is triggered fight or flight states like that, anxiety, all that stuff. So then your amygdala doesn't trigger that nervous system to give you all the cortisol and hormones and things like that that you don't like, that don't feel good right here in your moment. Oh, fight or flight for 3 months? That sounds like some trauma. If you really need some heavy work, we're going to just do a little meditation right here. If you really need some heavy work working through some stuff, go to my contact form on the website and say, I need some heavy work working through some shit. I got some trauma, whatever. And then the lovely Sarah or myself will do a session with you, very similar to this, except for one-on-one, where we'll help you work into that stuff. Because you can get in stuck loops. Like you said, you've been in fight or flight for 3 months. You can be constantly worked up. Your body gets used to feeling a certain way, and you get stuck in a loop with your amygdala triggering your nervous system, fear, the future, whatever it is, based on some past thing. So once you can actually center and ground into your moment, you can feel through your feelings, you can calm your alpha brain waves to go back down to a reasonable state where you can think and the left hemisphere of your brain is working and you have executive function and you're not future thinking in the right hemisphere in fight or flight. Then you can come to grips with the things that have happened in the past, center into your moment, and not run out into the future. We are all on earth-based learning experience. Yeah, I know. We're all here. Just fucking be here. Be here now. That's like the whole Ram Dass thing. So many dimensions. It's infinite possibility. And it's all based on your perspective. So if you're constantly saying, oh, there's some dimension I have to attain, there's some form of level of spirituality I have to attain, you're always putting yourself outside of your moment. You want to arrive? You want to be in the highest of dimensions? Be here. Stop freaking out, you know? Thank you. I like the cut too. It's still got the mullet going. She cut it a little bit much. I told her exactly what I wanted. You know, it was a new gal. I don't think I'm going to go back to her. Angie, she was nice enough. It's just, you know. Anyway, you did need this today. So here's what we're going to do, guys. Everybody take a second to calm down a little bit. Get a little drink of something, some tea, some water. I got my new Don't Be a Dick mug. I swear I turned that stove on to heat up more water. Everybody calm yourself. Take a breath. We're going to do a little meditation right now. But first, I'm going to check the water because I really want some more tea in my mug. Get comfortable. Also, get a glass of water. Or some tea. Or something that'll make you feel a little bit better. Is this burner not burning? What the bag of dicks? Dear burner. Man, guys. I'm in some technical difficulties, you know? So I just grabbed my water instead. I turned that burner on, but I think I turned it right on the edge of on, and it never actually turned on, you know? What are you gonna do? Okay, is everybody settled? You guys all calm? We are going to move into our moment, which is right here. Not thinking out in the future. Not worrying about all the shit from the past. But just right here. So we're just going to do a little exercise to do that. It's a practice. It's conditioning your nervous system to not be all worked out into things that you cannot control. Whatever has happened in the past is nothing more than electrical chemical sensation that you are feeling in your body. Hormones, the memory of trauma, the memories of fear, things like that. Whatever is going on in the future does not exist. In fact, on the quantum nature and level of things, the way that the atom field is created through all the quarks and things of the subatomic particles, you're actually creating the future that you fear. Whatever you fear in the future, you will create through expectation. That's the way the quantum field works. So, take a breath. Way down into your root. Let it out. Take a big deep breath. Down into the root. That's like your butt. All the way down into your butthole. Make that breath hit the ground. All the way up your neck, through the top of your head. Let it out. Again. Brian, I want you doing this at home. No just watching. Breathe. And on each breath, keep doing it. Keep breathing. Big, long, deep breaths. I want you to breathe in a feeling of new life, of right here, of a vacation moment feeling, kind of vibe. Breathe that in, and then as you breathe out, take any thought, any feeling, and breathe it down. Release it. Again. And I want you to feel that as you breathe, the expansiveness of your mind going out to all of these different things and worries and past fears and different dimensions and all the bullshit. And I want you to spin it right into your heart. All of that outside, bring it in. Breathing nice and slow, deep breaths. In with the good shit. Out with the bullshit. Coming into center. Right into the heart. You can just kind of visualize yourself going there. Out of your head, into your heart. Close your eyes as you breathe. Place the tip of your tongue at the roof of your mouth. That will still your tongue. Your tongue is connected to thoughts, so if you still the micro movements, it will still some of your thoughts. As you breathe with that tongue pinned at the palate of your mouth. Okay. Releasing the bullshit, coming into center. Breathing something fresh and clean in. Take big, deep breaths. You really actually want to kind of pump the body a little bit. Help those hormones clear, help that neural reception change, and release. Breathing in deeply. And release. Breathing in deeply. And release the bullshit. Breathe in. And release. Centering into your heart. You can even roll your eyes back to the blank space behind them a little bit, like rolling them back. Stills your eyes, they are also connected to thoughts. And release. Breathing deep. And release. Breathing deeply. And release. Breathing deep. And release. Breathing deep. And release. Oh man, how you guys feeling? God, I love the angry people on here. Hate to break it to you guys. I hate to break it to you. But as Stink Limo Lemon Kill? knows this is all BS. Despite the fact that Kenny cried a little bit because he was able to access some emotions, it is all BS. He would like to know what the frequency of a fart is. That depends. Depends on the resonance of your asshole and how tight your ass is, which I assume yours is probably rather tight, real pitchy, like real high pitch. Or there's a little flap in the cheeks too, and that creates the frequency of the fart. How many times it oscillates in a given second, just like the edge of this bowl. You know? Bloop, 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 bloop. So, as this bowl oscillates, it creates a frequency. Oh, the lovely Sarah's here, my little heart. Oh, man. Oh, man. Sarah. Stinky Monkey would like to know. He thinks it's all BS and would like to know the frequency of a fart. Here's the thing, Stinky Monkey. It is all BS, right? The whole thing, the whole experience, all of it. All of your concepts of the way it must be, all of your demands. Because, see, those are created by your fear of being, your fear of being okay in this moment. All of that fear causes you to lash out in fight or flight, to say, I am not comfortable just being in myself. I am not okay in this world, and I must lash out and make some nasty comments to somebody else. That's fight or flight. That's part of the nervous system. That's part of what we're talking about. That's part of what we're stilling here in this moment. Becoming into control of the mind, control of the body. Because although the feelings of your body actually are a frequency, how do you think electricity works? Your cells make up about 4.2, 4.8 billion volts in your body. That's not a lot of amperage. I don't expect you to understand this since you're just working on the whole fart dimension. But you actually have a whole lot of signals going on. If you notice, I can move my hand around like this. I'm not even really thinking about that. It is an electrochemical impulse from my mind to my muscle groups to move my fingers. It's absolutely fascinating. You are all frequencies. You are all energy. From the deepest atomic structure, you are nothing but empty in space. You are energy. That's how an electron spins around a nucleus. And this isn't just some spiritual shit. This is actually like proven science that we've been working on for a while. It's a thing. You have the quantum nature of existence too with subatomic particles, with all the quarks and the neutrinos and things like that. That scientists show when you put your expectation into something, that's what becomes. What do I got, babe? 1 to 2:30? Okay. 1 to 2:30. Okay, I gotta be out here by in a couple minutes, guys. Sarah just texted me. Well, see, that's the thing with you. You think it's not true. And you're living in pain. And you're scared. You don't have a single video up. You don't have a bio. You don't have anything. You just hide behind your keyboard saying nasty things to try to bring other people into your pain instead of just being cool with the world around you. What's up, Bree? How you doing? How's everybody feeling? You have a nice little meditation? Says the guy that couldn't make it in the real world. I'm actually doing great. I'm having a blast here in this real world. This is just entertainment for me, Bubba. Look at you. I feel bad for you, son. I feel bad for you. You're doing okay. Everything you're doing is right. You'll cause yourself enough pain until you come to this point where you realize that it's just you in there causing all your own pain. Everybody else? Feeling good? Feeling good? What are those fart frequencies? I'm gonna need you to do this. Do this, little fella. Get yourself a spectrum analyzer, right? You can download one on your app, and then I need you to fart into it so we can tell what the frequency of your farts are, because I bet that ass is so tight, it's just a little trumpet. Boop, boop, boop. It's gonna be ridiculous. It's gonna be, that's a higher frequency, in case you're wondering about how electricity and frequencies works. It's interesting because despite the fact that you don't believe in it, you're literally watching the frequency of photons coming off your screen. You're literally hearing sound waves. All frequencies, all transmitted through cell phone signals, all the way up into ultra high frequencies into space to hit satellites. There's a lot of frequencies out there. Oh yeah, Kenny. Oh, I'll happily stay away from the medical world, friend. I'll happily. I like the crystal singing bowls. Those are nice. This one's fun. I just have it. This one's about 433 relative. The crystal singing bowls are a little bit more, they're more finely tuned into it. That's why I said relative, because this thing oscillates into different frequency ranges because it's probably hammered out by some child in Vietnam. So it's not super exacting and accurate. Okay, let's see. The lovely Sarah texted me and said I got a 1 o'clock. We changed the schedule around a little bit. So I gotta bounce, guys. I gotta go do an emotional alchemy session. But I'm glad you guys got to hang out. I'm glad you guys got to enjoy a little meditation. And I hope it makes the rest of your day feel a little bit better in your nervous system, despite the fact that this all BS from the fart guy. I know you just joined, and I only had like a little bit of time because I had an emotional alchemy session that didn't show up for. So I was like, fuck it, I'm already sitting here. Might as well do a live and do a little meditation. First time on the live. I'll probably come back maybe tonight. The lovely Sarah's gonna come over, so maybe I can get her to jump on live with me. And then you guys could just really get it. It'll be awesome. Anyway, I love you all. Gotta go get ready for the next session. What's wrong with being queer? Look at this guy. You're probably racist too. You can be whatever you want, everybody. You can be anything you desire. You don't have to buy into those bullshit dogmas that keep you miserable. Live in joy, live in love, live following your heart.